Hey, GutFoxx here. Today we've got a game against Snaponic Pittsburgh on Pittsburgh. If you guys don't know who Snaponic was, I think he was near the top of the leaderboards in 15. I don't know where he is in 16, but I know his group, Madden Turf, got in a little scuffle with Embry and I for a dime flat scheme earlier this year. But so I'm playing this game against them and in salary cap mode, and I guess that's the sponsors, the tough competition that we all face in salary cap mode. I'm not trying to get the highest ranked, but I know a lot of guys are. Embry and WAP that I collab with, a Mud OG team. Cody there too are trying to get there. But anyways, yeah, so it's a pretty interesting game between us with his scheme. He sends a pretty nasty blitz. It's pretty good. Out of the, I think it's a max sting 3. We'll break down it in a second. Here he is on offense. I forgot I'm in the white, I should say. He's unable to convert the 4th down, so we take it over at a pretty good field position here. And of course we inside zone it right away, get a nice little block there, and the spin move gets us to the end zone. So he is back on offense, and our dime flat is able to pick him off. Alteron Werner getting some plays for us. So here is where I sent a little bit. All right, so here's his first blitz off of it, and I think it's out of the $326. But it was funny because I was watching D Money today earlier talk with. He did a game against Toke Nasty, who sent the same blitz, and in this comment someone said the setup to it is base align, show blitz, crash middle, reblitz defensive tackle, zone the right of screen, blitzing defensive back, optional, use the middle linebacker or free safety. Now I don't know if that's the exact setup, but let's take a look at this blitzing defensive back here. It does look like he manned him up on the running back, and since the running back is blocking, he switched off to the wide receiver, basically locking up my play and letting the blitz get home. So I'll put that setup in the description. Let me know if it's right, if it works for you guys. I haven't tested it myself. I'm not so sure. That time I motioned in a receiver to block, and I hit a little crosser across the middle on the drag. So we're just going to have to keep doing that, motioning in a receiver into that gap. I think you could probably just slide this blitz or something. Block a halfback on the left might work. There he gets the knockdown. So it's 4th and 13. We'll take our 3 points to make it a 2-possession game against them. And I wonder, I don't recall if he sends any other blitzes that are different this game. He might, though. I think I do recall a couple of hot ones. So he does a little read thing where you reroute receivers. There we send 6 off the edge. He decides to throw it deep, and he just burns Kelvin. And at that point, I realized Kelvin Johnson can't be pressed against the line in salary cap mode. I pressed my defensive backs in regular MUT because they got 100 speed. But this is the game that I realized you can't do that with Kelvin Johnson, so you got to leave him off the line of scrimmage. And you live, you learn things about your team, which is always good to learn every time you play. So we're just running a little inside zone with Gurley, and he runs the same blitz and takes me down. That's something I'm going to have to practice against, because if Toke Nasty runs it, then that's something that probably will get a little bit more traction in the coming months, and something that I should learn how to defend with a simple slide adjustment or whatever. So there he throws into coverage. We knock it down. Unfortunately, don't get the pick. Still up by 3, though. Our blitz does not get home. We hit him right as he's releasing it, and he defeats our cover 2 perfectly. That time, we were able to shut it down. We're going deep. We've got speed, but we're not able to get there. That is too bad. 95 speed is unable to outrun his defense. And so it looks like he's pressing us pretty hard on this stuff, and he must have speed on the back end. So we throw that little corner route, and Jameson Crowder luckily picks it, or gets the reception instead of his team picking it. So the fact that we're getting a little lucky there in that corner route over his defensive back. There he goes to the flat route smartly, right where we blitzed our defensive back off the edge to send extra heat on him. So we're back in our dime flat. He runs that same drag route, and this time we got Tart there, but he just runs out of the bounds. 1:55 left in the first half. The pressure does get home. Tart making plays, 2 sacks for us. Right there, we needed that pick instead of the knockdown. So he's got Tyrod Taylor playing, and we knew his hitch was coming because we were playing man, and we are unable to get the pick, but we do get the knockdown to get the ball back inside zone. His safety plays it perfectly. His user cuts and takes care of that. Here we go up into double coverage, and we are not able to come down with it like normal. There he gets a little defensive tackle through. Our wide receiver is able to pick him up for a second before we get hit. We take the 3 points. Go up by 6, so he's got ball back with 1 minute left in the first half. Now he's rolling out. Tart hits him, unable to get there in time for the sack, but still, nice play, Tart. There's that running back. You don't expect him to go out that way when they're coming out of the backfield. It's a very unique route, something you expect on the 4 verts to come the other way. There he rerouted up. fooling out my user. He fumbled the ball, but of course, you know, those kind of fumbles get overturned, so he just takes the ball back over right in the fumble spot, escapes the pocket pretty well, lays it up over Tart's head, throws the dot in there, and is driving down the field. We send some pressure off the edge to stop that inside zone. Luckily, we do. So he's driving down, and the same play that beats us the last time beats us there again, that post route out of cover 2. 6 seconds left. You're not going to do anything really on your own 20-something yard line. So we just take it back into the second half with ball, down 1 point, running off the edge. Gurley, can we get there? How much speed do we have? How much speed does Gurley have? Does he have enough to get to the end zone? Come on, get there. Oh, out at the 3-yard line. But remember that day when whenever you hike the ball, it was a false start. So that's what happened. Out to the 8-yard line. We run the ball with Tebow, not able to really get anywhere. So let's go to the pass game. We're getting a little unlucky here. To the corner. It looks open, but he stopped, and it threw it right back into his goddamn teeth of the defense. That was huge. Why can't they just continue to run to open grass in the corner? So that was kind of demoralizing, not the mistake you can really make against a good opponent and expect to survive it. So he's up by a point, playing the inside zone, just jukes out my defender there, Tart. Tart can't make all the plays for the defense, but he sure is making a few, but also getting juked out on a couple. There we get the pressure home to Tyrod. There's the corner route, goes to the flat smartly, breaks the tackle, and falls forward for a 6-yard gain, all to the flats, and there is another first down. So he's driving pretty consistently on us, inside zone type. Ooh, Nate Askew just got punished, thrown on his back, and that is his big weakness. You need those big defensive tackles to stop it. There we forced the cutback on the inside zone, and he's not able to do anything with it. Adrian Peterson is getting kind of, he's doing pretty well. 6 rushes, 32 yards. That's a pretty okay average for a regular running game. His quarterback is really destroying me with the long bombs and the post routes. Truly, for his 3 touchdowns. There he goes back, makes a nice read going across the middle because our pressure's not able to get home. So off the edge, inside zone, just rumbling, just running down the throat basically from passes to throws. I think we switched to a different formation there. He throws it out of bounds. I think we went to the 44 maybe. 4-3 under. A toss to the edge. We just get picked up, and he gets the first down on 3rd down. So he is still converting, really driving it down, running the ball. Adrian Peterson, 9 rushes, 46 yards. Great. We're getting pancakes there. Making tackles, though. So this is good. We're learning a lot about our defense. Tyrod scrambles, but we get the stop short of the end zone, so he takes the 3 points to go up by 4. So 2:36 left in the game. Down by 4. Throw out to the flat. Gurley is able to fall forward for a couple yards. We got to get down the field, and there gets the blitz through. So we're not able to adjust there. We motion to wide receiver. Throw it up and dumbly into traffic. Got lucky there that wasn't picked. 4th down. Can we throw it? We throw it deep. We thought we could outrun his pressed coverage, but Marshall could not outrun it, so he takes over there, up by 4, and pressure gets home. But that's almost it. Oh, he does dive forward a little bit. 1:39 left. Can we get it? Pressure. Oh, no, he just got the ball off. It's kind of weird. You can kind of expect when you're going to get hit by the vibration, just throw the ball and you'll get an incompletion. It's something that, like, you'll if you know the instinctual feel of how long the vibration's been on your finger, just throw the ball because you're going to get hit. There we throw that little out route. So we're gaining some yards here. 1:16 left in the 4th. We got it. We're throwing deep again. Spec catch. No, Marshall is not giving us any love with the spec catch there. His defensive blitz gets through, but he picks up the fumble, and he celebrates like a jerk into the end zone. So that wraps the game up for that fumble recovery. We're still going to just play it out. 1 minute left, 2 scores. It's not going to happen unless we get some sort of miracle here. And the miracle has not been answered. The spec catch, and he kneels it out for the victory. All right, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Call to action. I will see you